Hello, this is a box of kits and some other things I just got from HobbyLink Japan. With the exception of one of the items in here, everything I bought was and is currently on sale, depending on what point you're watching this video. But I thought that this was quite a lot of items, and it's not very often that I buy as much as this from HobbyLink Japan or any of the other Japanese sites, and thought I'd show you what's in it. Unfortunately, the box has taken a few whacks on the journey to me. If you can see that, there's sort of you can see the sort of an outline of another box that has really sort of pressed in on the side there, and I'm hoping that nothing in here has been damaged. It's had some other, it looks like it's been squashed from this way as well, but I'm not as concerned with that as I am with this, in case it's damaged any of the boxes inside. I'm gonna open this up and show you what I've got, and I'm quite interested to see what some of it's like. It's mostly smaller kits, but I quite enjoy the smaller kits. So here we go. Right, so first up I've got the, just check the order form here. If you can see that, this is the Sengoku Koshin Gaian, and I'm not sure if it's Gaian or Gyan, but anyway, that's number 4 in the series. I've got a Shinkeinu. This is Doven Wolf. So this is the Butai Hei little SD kits there. Yeah, as I was saying, most of these were picked up in sale. Some of these though, like here we go, we've got the Ryubi, the Chohoi or Chohoi, however that's pronounced, and the Kainu. They were actually advertised as like a box set, the 3 figures in one box, but they've sent these to me separately, and that box has had a little bit of a squash, but I'm not too concerned over that one, because they're quite cheap. They only worked out to be like 210 yen each, so that was okay. Another one of the Gyans or Gyans, Tierran ground type. I really like the look of this model kit. I still need to get the 100th scale one, but very cool looking kit, I think, personally. And Union Flag, another reasonably decent kit. The high grade Universal Century ball twin set. I've got a couple of the master grade balls, but and they're completely different to the design of these. These are more in line with the traditional animation, where the master grades are more of a, I think they're a Kotoki design or an update. Shinanju, the only kit within this box that I didn't buy on sale, although HobbyLink Japan has 20% off pretty much everything these days. So I've got that, which is pretty cool, and I really like the look of this kit, and I definitely think I'm going to have to build that soon. I've not built any kits in quite a long time. The most expensive ones out of this, I've got the real grade, the real grade Zaku 2, the Charles Zaku 2, and I picked up 2 of those. They were reduced to 1500 yen. I know that the green Zaku 2, the standard type one, has updated hands and things like that, but for 1500 yen I think these are definitely worth the money. So 2 of those. A Mr. Bushido's head, which is another cool kit, very large for the scale. I like that one. Well, I like all of these really. Right. The only 100th scale kit I got in this box, which is the Cheridim Gundam, or the Keridim Gundam, I'm not sure, I think it's a Cheridim Gundam. But another one that I like quite a lot. I've already built one of these before, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I'm tempted to try and do a custom with one of them now. The Gunpla Builders Beginning G Forever Gundam, and oh no, that's not the Forever Gundam, that's the Beginning Gundam, sorry. So I picked that one up, and I picked up the Forever Gundam as well, and I think the Forever Gundam is basically an upgraded version of the RX-782, and looking at this, I think this would look really good painted in like the ground type colours, all in the greens, and that's something that I'd really like to do with a custom paint job on that. I don't think anyone's posted any videos of anything like that on YouTube yet, but I'm sure somebody will soon. If not, I'll do it. So yeah, I think that looks quite cool. Not a huge amount left now. Another Chohoi, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Another Shinkainu. I love the Kainu with the beard. It's just so bizarre to see like a Gundam with a beard. I just think it's pretty cool. And another Ryubi. The thing I like about these, and the reason that I picked up so many of them, is that they're so easy to build. You can just sit there and stick something on TV or like watch a film, and just get one of these done in an hour or so. And they're also quite easy to paint as well because they're so small. And it's good for practice. The smaller stuff is definitely good as a way of improving your painting skills. Right, I got an issue of Hobby Japan. This is the February 2011 version. This is issue. This is the one that came with the GN Sword 4 parts, but I picked this up without the GN Sword 4 parts, and it only worked out to be, let's have a look. It's only worked out to be 265 yen, so it's so cheap, and I really like looking at these magazines and seeing what people in Japan do, and the professional level of painting is just interesting to me, because I do aspire to be able to paint like that. Right, the last bits are non-Gundam related, and they're in their own little individual bag. Right, get this. Right. So I've got a Pella model in grey. This is the male body type, and saw a video of these before, and I just think they're pretty cool. Even though the way you design, the way you're supposed to print out the stickers with the software, and it's all in Japanese and things like that, but even so, you can still, if you're interested in painting, things like that, you can still do something quite interesting with these things. and I also picked up the the Pella model pets, so you can do a little cat or dog version, and very simple but still quite an interesting concept for these. I just wanted to see what it was like. This is quite strange. This is called a cap head, and this particular one's called Melancholic Bear. And really the main reason that I picked this one up actually is just because I thought the name was pretty funny. It's a little sad bear, and these are apparently to do with encouraging recycling in Japan. So yeah, that's an interesting little thing. Well, I think it is anyway. And the last two pieces I've got in here are little Tamagoras, or Tamagoras, something like that. And if you've seen these before, these are little transforming eggs. I picked up two. There's one of them that is, there's 6 versions of these, 3 which are colour variations, and then you've got another 3 which have writing on the sides of them, little slogans. And one of them I just thought was so funny that I picked up 2, just hoping that I'll be able to find the one I wanted. And I'll do a video looking at these at some point in the future. And I've also got the original versions of these, the ones from the 80s when they were first released. These have been released under different names and different versions of them. The dinosaur versions of these were marketed and brought in as a part of the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe series of figures and accessories and things like that. I can't quite remember at the moment what they were called, but yeah, it's cool to get those as well. And that is everything, and luckily, with the exception of one of the SD kits, the other one of these, nothing was damaged. So I've got a lot of stuff to work with now, and I've still got all of my other model kits, previous ones, but I saw that they had the sale on, and I thought it was worth picking some things up. And it's not very often that I can pick up a lot of stuff at the same time, but when they are reduced in the way that these sorts of that these kits were, I mean, these only cost, I mean, these working out at 210 yen each is just, it's so cheap, and they are very well made little SD kits, or Sengoku kits. So it's cool to have a bunch of these now to be able to work and experiment with paint schemes and things like that. So here I have them all stacked up, and I think for the money I've ended up with a very impressive stack of new model kits to work on. Pretty much everything here was at least 40 to 50% off, with the exception of the Shinanju, which was 20% off, which is standard for HobbyLink Japan these days. Otherwise, there's definitely no way I'd be able to have picked up this many kits in one go. And one of the biggest issues personally is shipping. Shipping from Japan can be very expensive, so when they have these sales, I kind of feel like I have to take advantage and pick up as much as I possibly can. And this is what I've ended up with, and that is a lot of SD kits there, the or Sengoku kits, and that is definitely going to keep me busy for a while. Although I think a couple of those, I've had some friends expressing some interest in trying to build a Gundam model kit, so I might let them have one of those for Christmas or something like that. And I've also got a fairly decent range of stuff. I've got a couple of real grades, high grade Universal Century kit, some Gundam 00 stuff, quite a few bits of Gundam 00 stuff actually, and then also these Gundam Builder Beginning G kits. And I definitely like the idea of painting that Forever Gundam and doing it all green. I think that would look very cool, but I still need to take a closer look at the actual kit and see what it's all like. If that's an idea that you would be interested in seeing, like, leave a comment and let me know, and if people are interested, it's going to give me more incentive to actually do it. I'm glad to pick up a new Hobby Japan magazine as well. The pictures and stuff are always quite interesting, and to see how the professionals do it. And the only downside really is with the the Tamagoras. The version I wanted was a black version, and there's actually a packaging variation between these ones and the one I actually wanted. The ones I wanted had, instead of being green here and saying plain, it actually has like more of a pinkish or a reddish colour, and it says message. But yeah, I've just got two of the plain ones instead. But still, they're cool. They're kind of a little retro thing. Makes me think of when I was a kid. And that's pretty much it. If you've watched all the way through this video, thanks for watching. I'm sure this has turned out to be quite a long video, and I really appreciate it. If you would like to see me build and paint any of these model kits, let me know in the comments, and it will definitely encourage me to prioritize whatever kits people would like to see. I definitely think I'm going to be building the Sinanju model kit next, and I've also got the SD Unicorn Gundam as well, so I feel like I'm probably going to very soon build and paint those two model kits. So yeah, if you got this far through, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later, hopefully. And for those of you who are subscribed or follow my videos, here's a little sneak peek of a series of figures I'll be reviewing reasonably soon. The Marvel manga motorized Twistums, and expect to see them fairly soon. Bye bye, take care.